Hi ladies, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today we're going straight to the point. I really want to talk about guys who cheat. Okay, most of you are going to be in the situation. I'm sorry, that's the reality. It's something that you just can't avoid. And I'm just going to tell you exactly what to do if you find out that your man is cheating on you. This video is extremely important, and if you haven't yet seen my 2 posts on Instagram, I believe they're called How to Catch a Cheater. Definitely check those out. They're going to help you a lot, I promise you. And this video is going to help you a lot because the chances of you being in a situation is extremely high. And sadly, that's just the reality that most men do cheat. And the chances of you getting cheated on is extremely high as well. So definitely listen to this video. I'm going to tell you exactly what to do. And I promise you, if you actually go through what I'm telling you to do, you will get so far in life. It will be too easy to replace him. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter how many children you have. This advice is very, very important for most women. So please be a little more open-minded. Put your Bible to the side and just listen to it. You don't have to agree with everything I say, but really take in some things that I'm saying, because a lot of women end up in this situation and then they have 5 kids with this guy. And then they can't find themselves another man that will actually help them. It gets very difficult. So I'm telling you exactly what to do right now. And if you already are in the situation, this will still apply. It'll still be okay. Even if you didn't know all of this game and you're already with kids and now you need to find another husband, this will still help you. But this advice is extremely important. And I really hope that you guys actually listen to this video because it's going to help you a lot. First one, and I've definitely mentioned this so many times, and I will mention it till the day that I die. It is to always look good. Never ever get comfortable. Never get comfortable. Everything comes with an expiration date. You come with an expiration date. Your family comes with an expiration date. Your partner comes with an expiration date. Your job comes with an expiration date. Don't ever get comfortable just because somebody signed a contract and now they're married to you. They can leave you at any time. Always make sure that you look good. Never get comfortable. Always make sure that you look good. Make sure your nails are done. Make sure you're dressed nice. Make sure your hair looks healthy. Make sure that you got makeup on. You always have to look put together, and I will explain exactly how that's going to benefit you so much. But this is extremely, extremely important. This opens the doors for everything. The connections that you make with people, friendships, people that will help you in life, get you a better career. It will help you with job opportunities. It will help you with the way people respect you and view you. It's going to help you when he ends up cheating on you and you easily can just replace him because you look good. There's going to be other men already that want you. Always make sure that you're still looking after yourself. I do not care if you have kids, and I do not care how stressful your life is. Always make sure you look good, because this opens up all the opportunities that you need in life. Looks matter, and they will matter forever. That is just the reality. We live in a very superficial world, and it doesn't matter, even though it's not supposed to be this way. This is just the reality. So just accept the fact the world is not fair, and this is just the reality of it. And if you want opportunities and you want more doors open, make sure that you look good and put together. And ladies, this also means being in your best shape. It is so important what you put in your body, what you eat, how much you exercise. Your body matters. It 100% enhances how you look. And reality is, men who even are providers or men who have money, they always want slimmer women. I don't care what body positivity movement you're part of. I think that's great. But the reality is, if you want to be provided for, if you want to have more options, and you know this yourself, so stop lying to yourself, you do need to be in your best shape. People can tell who's healthy, people can tell who's self-disciplined, and those are the people that they respect the most. Now that you have your looks in place, when men approach you, do not act aggressive. Oh my gosh. Why do women, when men approach them, they go off on them and say, I'm married, I have a ring, I have children, why would you approach me? The dumbest thing you can do, and the amount of opportunities you've just lost is insane. Just feeding these guys a little grain of salt of being kind and feminine is enough to put in their heads that maybe one day they're going to have a chance with you. And this is perfect, especially if your man cheats, because if he cheats, you got all these guys that you've just been kind to, okay? They're waiting for that opportunity. They will easily just snatch you away from him. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is very important. And even if that guy is not your taste, you never know the kind of connections you can get off of him. He could invite you to a certain event where you're going to meet your next husband. And then you can get even more men on the side waiting for you. So do not act aggressive. Do not play this ride or die chick. I'm only with him. Be kind. I'm not saying you have to go off and flirt with other men. Be kind, be feminine, and have these guys waiting around for you to basically be single again. That's all. Let me just add on. Let men just brag about themselves. Why does it bother you so much that he's being cocky and that he has all this confidence? Give him that ego boost. Who cares? Who cares? But never tell them that you know the game. Never tell them that you know all their tactics. You always have to hide that. You always have to pretend like you don't know, because if he knows that you're this smart, he's going to be 10 times sneakier. And then it's going to be 10 times harder to catch him. You never let them know that you know the game. You let them be cocky. You let them think that they're the best men in the world. Who cares? You know that you're 10 steps ahead of him. And if he decides to, I don't know, lose that trust from you, you can easily just leave him. You get what I mean? So always just let them brag, let them get all comfortable and think that they're like the smartest man alive. You know that you're 10 steps ahead, and that is what's important. And always trust your intuition. If you feel like he's cheating on you, he is. I don't care how many times men try to say women are crazy. Your intuition is there for a reason, and you're always supposed to listen to it. If you feel like he's cheating, he is. If you feel like somebody isn't supposed to be in your life, it's because they're not supposed to be in your life. So stop making excuses and just accept it how it is. Once you do find out that he's cheating, don't even ask him why. Because they're not going to tell you the truth. Most of the times, they don't tell you the truth. It's so worthless to ask why. And do I even think you should stay with a cheater? I'm going to say simple answer, no. Once you find out he's cheating, you have to go find yourself another husband. I've heard so many YouTube videos and so many other people just talking about this, saying, well, if he cheats and he has money, you should stay. Or, well, you need to be more understanding. There's probably a reason behind it. Yes, if he has money, you should stay. But while you're staying, you have to find yourself another husband. You have to literally create your plan B, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you should do. And is it even worth staying with a cheater? I'll tell you what. And I'm pretty sure that I'm right about this. And I've noticed this most about cheaters is that if they cheat on you specifically, they will cheat on you again. It may take them a few days, months, years to cheat on you again, but they will do it to you again. But if they get themselves with another woman, let's say you guys didn't work out, you divorced because he cheated, and he got himself a new woman, there is a chance now that he won't cheat. He might decide that he's going to start brand new with her. So on you specifically, if he's already cheated, he will cheat again. But there is a chance that if he starts new with someone, he might decide to change. It is not worth staying with a cheater, even if they have money. Yes, you should stay until you find another man, but you have to plan out your exit, because it's not worth catching some disease from another woman. I do not care. Once you have the nerve to disrespect me and go out and just get yourself with another woman, it's just not happening. I don't care. I'm going to stick with you. And I'm going to find myself another man. Once I find myself another man that's 10 times more successful than you, that's when I start planning out my divorce. But until then, I'm going to get the most I can out of him until I find myself someone 10 times better. Once you've caught him cheating, try to make sure you have proof. I'm talking about like a screenshot, something like that. I'll explain a bit later why that's important. But for now, let's just get on to this. Don't sleep with him first off. Try to avoid sleeping, and most likely he won't want to sleep with you because he's already sleeping with the side chick, so he's going to be okay with that. If he does, I don't think I really need to give ways on how to not sleep with a guy. You ladies are great at this. Treat him like you treat like those guys who are friend zone and keep trying to sleep with you, but you give them great excuses that they just keep sticking around. That's the same thing you do to your husband, basically. And while you're still with him, get the most you can out of him. Get the most you can out of him. I'm talking about money. I'm talking about make him like fix things around the house, the car. I don't care. Get him tired. Get him to just get exhausted. Like, if you have kids, make him spend money on them. Like, tell him, oh, they need more school supplies. They need to go on this trip. Make him spend some money. Let them go on some camping trip, Let him spoil the kids. Let him spoil you too. Be like, I really need this. I really need that. If you gave me this, it would make me feel better. I would feel more sexually attracted. Lately, I'm like been feeling sad because this, and this is why I can't be sleeping with you. I don't know. You ladies are good at this. I don't think I really need to give too many excuses, but if this is a problem with you guys, I can help you. DM me. I'll give you some great tips, but I'm pretty sure that most of you already got this. Basically, make him spend money, okay? And then after that, make sure that you high five or side hug that side chick because she's doing all the dirty work for free. Now that he's investing all of his energy and money on you, this side chick, she's doing all the dirty work for free. She can't even get that money anymore because all his money is going towards you and the children. So you have to thank her and you have to tell her how much of a sweetheart she is and what a big heart she has to be doing such great dirty work for free. Seriously, women like this are amazing. The ones that are side chicks and get themselves involved with married men and they do it all for free. Amazing, really. Like, I'm telling you, it takes off so much pressure off of your shoulders. Like, they just do all the dirty work. So definitely high five her. It's too bad that she's not able to get anything because now all of his money is going towards you guys. Whatever money he's giving you, put it into your savings. Now, basically, since he's cheated on you and he broke his vow, that means that you're able to lie as well and you're able to start your rotational dating. When you start rotational dating and you start dating other men, if you're a housewife, you're going to have to find ways to get out of the house and go on dates. So if you have to tell him like, hey, I decided that I'm going to work, then that's what you got to do. And if you already work, then you start telling him you're taking extra hours at work. You have to start dating other men. You cannot, constantly deal with a cheater and leave with a cheater because you're constantly going to bring it up. Like, this is constantly going to be in your head. And I mean, maybe, yeah, if you don't have any emotions towards him and it's just for the money, maybe you'd be able to live with it. But I'm just saying that usually it's just not worth it. I personally cannot deal with like the embarrassment I will get when I walk down with a man and these women are like, oh yeah, he's cheating on her and he got with me and he got with me. I don't want to be beside you. But that kind of embarrassment, like, I really, really care about how I look in public. So it's usually not worth it, and especially like the disease I could be getting because of some other woman. I personally just don't think it's worth it. Start rotational dating, start meeting other men. Say you're working extra hours, and when especially if it's okay, the advice that I gave before about being kind to men and having them on the side thinking that they're going to have hope. So if a man already knew that you were married, you can now basically say that you're divorced because your husband broke his vow. He cheated, he broke your trust, and now you can do whatever you want as well. So when they ask you why you're divorced, that's what you should say. You should say that you're divorced. You should not say that you're still married, you're divorced. Don't tell them that you've been cheated on or that you've been physically abused, because these men are going to feed you breadcrumbs. They're going to be like, wow, she put up with this guy, she's going to put up with me too. Or maybe if I, just treat her, give her the bare minimum, she's going to appreciate it, So the best way is to say, what's a good one? I would say something like, my husband wanted to live in a different country and I just love where I live right now. So because of this, we decided to get a divorce. Something simple like that. Or you can even bring religion into it. If you're not religious, you can say, oh, he started becoming more religious and I just wasn't, able to take the same path as him. So I decided, you know what? We're not going to be very compatible. Say you two decided, both of you decided that you weren't going to be compatible. Make it just sound like a mutual thing. Don't make it sound like, oh, he did me wrong, he's toxic, he's this, he's that. Say, you know what? He wanted to live in a different country. He had a great job opportunity, but I just wasn't ready for it. And that is why we divorced. It sounds more simple and just a lot easier, you know? And don't bring up your children. Never tell them that you have children ever. And I'll get into this a bit later. Eventually, he's going to get tired of doing everything, spending money, and not getting anything in return. So by the time he gets to this conversation, act like you understand. Okay, just act like you understand him, be understanding. Maybe even tell him, hey, you know what, I completely understand you. I think we should definitely talk about this, but for now I need to do this and that. I don't know, come up with something. And then when you believe the time is right, that is when you start crying and showing the proof of him cheating. Act like you just found out. Okay, act like you just found out, start crying, and make sure you're not the person that cries often. Extremely important, because if you cry a lot, then he's just gonna be like, ugh, here she goes again, crying. If you're the type of woman who doesn't cry often, when you do cry, they take you very seriously. Now, hopefully he still likes you and still has feelings for you, okay? If he does, this is gonna work really well. He's gonna see you crying, he's gonna see that you just found out that he cheated, and this is the perfect opportunity to get even more money out of him, because eventually he's gonna be like, babe, I'm so sorry, like, you don't understand. I don't know, he'll maybe even give you some excuses, and then he's just gonna start asking you, what can I do to make it up to you? You know I love you. I don't know, something stupid like that. So perfect time to get more money out of him. Tell him that he needs to basically earn your trust back. But first, obviously, be all emotional, be like, I really loved you, and I just can't believe you did this to me. I'm just so hurt. I need some time. And then when he says, oh, babe, what can I do? What can I do? That's when you start coming up with whatever it is that you want him to do. Make it sound good, okay? Don't make it sound demanding. Make it sound like this is the best way for him to just earn your trust back. Money is the best way. So definitely make sure that you're not the type that cries a lot, because if you cry a lot, this is just not going to work. And ladies, because of these situations, I always suggest having your own money on the side. Money that he doesn't know about, because you never know how well it's going to work for you. Maybe he's going to catch more feelings for this side chick, that none of this is going to work and he's just going to leave you like that. This will work if he still has feelings for you. Okay, but if it doesn't, it might not. And that is why you need to have your own money. And this is why I strongly suggest having separate bank accounts. You tell him you earn a lot less. You put the bank account that you guys have together, you put a lot less money in there, and then most of your money goes into your own bank account that he does not know about. He does not know that all the money he's giving to you, you're putting it into your savings. He does not know that you have your own money on the side. Always make sure that you have your own money on the side because of these kind of situations, so you can easily leave. Okay, you're not like dependent on him. It's really important, really, like, always make sure they don't know how much you make. Have your own account and have your own money, just in case they end up losing feelings and they just want you out of the house. And now back to the kids example. The reason why you should never tell men that you have kids, first off, yes, it is looked down upon, because a lot of them are like, okay, these are not my kids, I don't want to take care of somebody else's kids. That is why you don't tell them, and you make them fall in love with you first. Another reason is because there's so many sickos out there who you don't want a guy to get with you just because you have kids. Okay, there's pedophiles out there, there's disgusting people out there. You want to make sure that the next partner that you're getting is going to be someone who's going to be safe around your children, okay? So make sure that you don't mention your children. You can tell them that you're divorced, but don't get the kids involved. Don't get the kids involved. Make sure that he's a good guy, that he's going to be a good father figure. And then once he catches feelings, that's when you start bringing up the fact that you have kids. Once you know that he's not going anywhere, chances are he's going to stay. Usually they stay. They usually, like, once they're already in love with you, they're going to start thinking, okay, looks like I'm going to be a stepfather now. And honestly, if they get upset that you didn't tell them about the kids, tell them, be like, listen, I was just protecting my children, you know, there are sickos out there and I'm doing the best that I can to protect them. I'm just worried, you know, start getting emotional, be like, act a little scared. You know, women, we should be great at acting. If you're not good at acting, you need to start learning. I just be like, yeah, I was just so worried. Like, I'm just so scared for my kids, and I'm doing everything I can to protect them. And get a little emotional. But like, I'm so scared because I don't want to, some sicko being with me just because of my kids. I'm just doing the best that I can to protect. Like, you get what I mean? Like, it will work, okay? Only bring your kids out by the time that he's already caught the feelings. That's it. Like, once like, this guy is all over you, he's not going anywhere, that's when you bring them up. Now, let's pretend that you guys are divorced. Let's say he said, the game didn't work. He was like, no, I want you out of the house. A lot of women, they take the kids right away. Like, as soon as they get a divorce, the first thing they want to do is grab onto the children. And sometimes women don't even allow their ex-husbands to see their own kids. If he can provide your kids a better lifestyle, let him have the kids. Trust me, let him have the kids. Let him spoil the kids. And while you're divorced, go start your rotation. Keep going on with your rotational dating and find a richer stepdad for your kids. I'm telling you, like, if you're going to be taking the kids to your house and, like, you're just making things 10 times more complicated for yourself, because now you're going to be paying bills, taking care of the kids, paying for the kids. You're going to have to spend more time with the kids. Maybe they're, I don't know, part of, like, some basketball team, so now you have to take them to these practices. You're just putting a lot of work you're putting a lot of work on yourself that you don't even have time to go meet someone better. So if he's able to provide them a better lifestyle, let him be with the kids. Most men they're just not the type to, I have never met one. I'm sure maybe they exist, but most men, if they take the kids in, they wouldn't tell their ex-wife that, no, you can't see your kids. It's usually a woman thing, unfortunately. So if he's able to provide them a better life, spoil them, let him be with the kids. It is not going to kill you. It's going to be a lot easier for you because now you have more time to get back on your feet. You have more time to find somebody better. So definitely, I know this is going to be hard for some mothers because mothers are very attached to their kids. But start thinking about what's best and how you can get your life again back on track the fastest way. And that is all for today. Ladies, thank you so much for listening. Definitely like and subscribe, and if there's anything I can do to make these videos better, definitely let me know. If there's any topic you'd like me to talk about, let me know. And yeah, thanks for listening. Love you all.